Hello all, in this video I am discussing about sparse matrix addition. So let's see with an example. See, these are the two sparse matrix which is represented in array form, and this one is 4 by 4 matrix and this one is 4 by 4 matrix. So let's see how we can add these two matrices. The resultant matrix will also contain the triplets row, column and value. So this will be your resultant matrix. Okay, this is matrix A, structure array A, this is another structure array B, and this is another structure array sum. Okay. Please visit my previous video for getting the basic idea about sparse matrix, X representation and its C implementation. So for adding these two matrices, first what I have to do is first go through the first element of the structure array A, that is, let it be A of 0. And it be A of 1 and it is A of 2 and it is A of 3 and it is A of 4, and this is B of 0, B of 1, B of 2, B of 3 and B of 4. Okay, first take A of 0 and take the row value of A of 0, that is A of 0 dot row, and compare that with B of 0 dot row. Okay, and check whether it is equal. Yes, now in this case it is equal. When you find if it is equal means you need to take the column. Take the column of A of 0 dot column and B of 0 dot column. Check if it is equal, less than or greater than. See, in this case it is not equal. Then what you have to do is you have to take the lesser one. Now it is column number 2 and here it is column number 3. The lesser one is column number 2, which is in A structure. So if it found which one you found less, have to copy to your sum matrix. So this will be, so you will have to copy this to S. So S dot row will be equal to A of 0 dot row, that is 1, and column will be equal to A of 0 dot column, that is equal to 2, and value will be equal to A of 0 dot value, so it is 10. Once you copy this thing to resultant structure array, you need to increment the index of A. From where you copied, you increment the index of that structure array. Here I copied from A, so increment A by position of A by 1. So you will reach the second array, that is A of 1. Now 0 is incremented by 1, so you will reach A of 1. Take the row element of that corresponding array and check it with B's row. Now in B we are here only, so B of 0 dot row is 1 now. So compare these two elements. See, these two row elements are equal. If it is equal, you have to take the column value. Here the column value is 4 and here the column value is 3. Check which one is lesser one. Here this is the lesser one, that is, here it is 4 and here it is 3. So lesser one is 3. So which one is the lesser one? You will have to copy the same to your sum. So you have to copy b of 0 dot row to s of 1 dot row. Once see, if you added one row in resultant sum array means you will have to increment the index by 1. So now it is reached here. So you can copy b of 0 dot s of 1. Now it is s of 0 was there and now it is s of 1. So s of 1 dot array is s of b of 0 dot row is copied to s of 1 dot row. So 1. The next step, b of 0 dot column is copied to s of 1 dot column. So now it is 3 and its value is 8. Once you have copied the cell, you need to increment the same. Now I have copied this one, so increment the index of b by 1. Now b I have reached here, and once you have completed the copying, you will have to increment the index of sum array also. So now it is s of 2, it will point to s of 2. Next is again you will have to take the row and compare it with the corresponding A. Now here in A we are here, so compare it with 1. So 2 is comparing with 1, it is not equal. If it is not equal, you have to take the lesser one. See, 2 is not equal to 1, so take the lesser one. Lesser one is the 1, that is lesser one is this. So you will have to copy the same to here. So 1, 4, 12. Once you have completed the copy, you need to increment the corresponding index, and here also you will have to increment the index. So 2 is incremented to 3 and it will point here. And now we are in here, so take the row value of A, it is 3 now, and take the row value of B. B we are here only, so the row value here it is 2. Compare it with the previous one. So 3 is comparing with 2. Which one is lesser one? 3 is comparing with 2 and 2 is the lesser one. So it is in B, right? So you have to copy this thing to corresponding sum matrix. So here we will copy 2, 4, 23. After copying, you have to increment this index by 1. So now it is s of 4. And from here we have copied. So increment B's index by 1. Now we are here in A. So take the row value corresponding to that row, that is 3. And here now we are here now. So take the row corresponding row value corresponding to that. Now it is equal to, right? If it is equal means you have to take the column value. Now column value is 3 here. Here also the column value is 3. Column value is also equal. If row and column is found to be equal, what you have to take is, you have to take the value of A and take the value of B and find the sum of both A and B. That is 5 plus 9 you have to find. 5 plus 9 is 14. So 14 will be the value of the sum matrix. And either we can copy this 3, 3 or this 3, 3. Both are same. So 3, 3 and take its sum. If it is equal, if you find row is equal to row 1 is equal to row 2 and column 1 is equal to column 2 means you will have to add the both things and copy the row and column value to the resultant matrix. And if you have copied, see here you met the condition, you have taken values from here as well as here, that is you have done the sum. So you will have to increment both the index. Here you will have to increment and here also you will have to increment. Here also you have to increment. After copying, here also you have to increment. So now it is S of 5. Okay. And take again the row value. Now it is 4 here and here now we are reached here and here is also 4. Both are equal. If it is equal, we need to take the column value. Column value 1 here and 1 here, both are equal. If both are equal, row is equal to row 1 is equal to row 2 and column 1 is equal to column 2. and then you have to take the value of each rows, that is 15, and here it is 20, so 15 plus 20 which is 35, that will be the resultant value, and you will have to copy the row is here 4 and column is 1. Then what next? Next you have to increment this thing to s of 6, and here from here also you took the value, here also you took the value, so you will have to increment this one as well as this one. Now we reached here, then we can check 4 row is equal to this row is equal, so we can take the column and check column is equal to this column, S column is also equal, then you have to find the sum, that is 12 plus 25, that value will be equal to 37, so fill this 37 here, and it is in 4 row and 2 column. See, this is how we can find the sum of two sparse matrix. Hope you understand. And now let's move on to the C implementation of this sum. In order to implement C in C, the sum problem, you have to know the elements of this structure array and this structure array. And say I am storing two variables. LB is the element, total number of elements in the B structure array, and LA is the total number of elements in A structure array. And I need to iterate through this structure array as well as this structure array, and I need to store the values in some structure, and here also I need to iterate from 0 to this value. So I need iterating variables for these three things. So I am using A position, A pos for iterate through A, and it is initialized as 0, and for iterate through B structure array I use B pos, it is also initialized by 0, and for iterating to some array I am using S pos, it is also initialized to 0. So let's start. First I need to iterate through these two array, and when I have to stop this whenever I found no element, whenever I reach the end of this one or reach the end of this one, there is no need that both of having the same length. In this particular case only both are having the same length. The length will depend on the number of non-zero element of each matrix. So I need to execute the loop until I reach the end of either this matrix or either this array or this array. So I am putting a while loop. See, I am using another variable for iterating through the loop, I0 while I is greater than length of A and I is greater than length of B. And inside that, first I need to take each and every row element of this row element and this row element, and I need to compare. So if I am taking the first row element, that is A of A pos dot row. First I have to check whether it is equal, whether it is two conditions are there. If I want to copy a cell from A to S means the condition is either the condition is R1 equal to R2, and if R1 equal to R2 means if I want to copy this thing, this 2 means there should be column is C1 should be less than C2. R1 equal to R2 and C1 should be less than C2 means I can copy a cell from here to here. Another condition is if R1 is less than R2. If R1 is less than R2, here in this case 3 and 4, while I am comparing 3 and 4, now R1 is less than R2, then I can simply copy this from this sum. So in order to copy any element from A array to this S means the condition is either R1 should be less than R2 or R1 is equal to R2 and C1 is less than C2. So I can write the condition A pos of row is less than B of B pos is the index used, variable used, row, or either this condition should satisfy, otherwise the condition is A of A pos dot row equal to B of B pos dot row, and both the conditions should be true, right? If it is equal means I will have to check the column. A pos, A of A pos dot column, I need to copy means it should be less than B of B pos dot column. If these conditions met true, I can copy values from A to some matrix. So if this condition true means I can copy the thing, that is S of S pos dot row is equal to the row of A of A pos dot row, and column can be copied from A. S of S pos dot column is equal to A of A pos dot column, and S of S pos dot value equal to A of A pos dot value. Once I have completed the copying, I need to increment S pos, S position I need to increment, as well as I need to increment A pos because I have copied from A. So now this if condition is over. Then when I will copy from B, the condition is if B of B pos dot row is less than A of A pos dot row, either it is less, either it is less or the condition is B of B pos dot row is equal to A of A pos dot row, and if rows are equal we need to check about the column. If column is less in B part, I can copy, and B of B pos dot column is less than A of A pos dot column. If these conditions met means I can copy an element array from B to S. So I can copy S of S pos dot row is equal to copy from B, S B of B pos dot row, and S of S pos dot column is equal to B of B pos dot column, and S of S pos dot value is equal to B of B pos dot value. Now I have completed the copying. Once if I have completed the copying, I need to increment the index of S pos. So put S pos plus plus, and also I need to increment the index of B pos because I have copied from B. B pos plus plus, and now I can stop. And if these two conditions fail means else means these two conditions fail, that means both the rows as well as columns are equal. If both the rows and columns are equal means what I have to do is S of S pos dot row is either copy from A or copy from B because both are equal. Let it copy from A of A pos dot row and S of S pos dot column will be equal to A of A pos dot column, and value will be S of S pos dot value will be equal to the sum of A value and B value. So A of A pos dot value plus B of B pos dot value. Okay, so once I have completed the copying, I'll have to increment the position values, that is position variable. Here I have copied each cell, so I need to increment S pos. Then I have used the value from A, so A pos. Then I have used the value from B, so B pos. These three things I need to increment and close the else loop. See, this is the conditions where I need to copy the cell from this to this. So I can close the while loop. Before closing to the while loop, now the first iteration is over, so I can increment the I value. Now I have closed the while loop which I have started here. See, this while is get closed there. Okay. Now what happened is the while is executed till I reach any one of the length of the array. That is, if I reach either this n or this n. If now in this case both are having same length, so no problem. If say suppose the length of this matrix, say we are having another row here like B of 5 is 4, 1, 20. Like if I am having another row here means I'll have to execute, copy this to here also, right? So I have to check whether actually I have reached the end. If not, I'll have to simply copy that. So for that I am checking while. Now wherever I reached, I am having the position values in A pos and B pos. So I have to check while length of A is stored in the variable LA. So I need to copy the same again if LA while LA is less than A pos. If A pos is less than LA, I need to simply copy the remaining elements to my sum matrix. So S of S pos dot row is equal to A of A pos dot row and S of S pos dot column is equal to A of A pos dot column and S of S pos dot value is equal to A of A pos dot value. After copying, I need to increment S pos as well as A pos. So once it is done, close the loop. Another again also I need to check whether we reach the end of the second row, that is while LB is less than B pos. The same thing, simply copy. If the remaining elements are there in B, S of S pos dot row is equal to B of B pos dot row and S of S pos dot column is equal to B of B pos dot column and S of S pos dot value is equal to v of v post dot val, and then I need to increment both the position values s post plus plus as well as b post plus plus. Now I can close this loop, and after executing all these things, what will happen is the sum element will be there in the sum matrix. So this is how we can implement this logic into a C program. Let me show complete C program. See here, include all the necessary header files, and I am declaring a sparse matrix structure, sparse. In that sparse I am having in the row variable for storing column value and variable for storing the value of the corresponding non-zero element, and I am declaring array for storing the first element, first matrix elements, and B array for storing the second matrix element, and C array for storing the result sum element. And here also I need to keep the position of S, index of B, index of C. For all these things I am having A post, B post and C post, which is initialized as 0. First I want to get the details from the user, that is I want to get the two sparse matrix in array form from the user. So I am first asking the user to enter number of non-zero elements of the first matrix. So it is stored in length of A, and enter the row, column and non-zero element of the first matrix, which is stored in A of I dot row, A of I dot column and A of I dot row. Similar way, copy second matrix elements to B structure array, B of I dot row, B of I dot column and B of I dot row. Next is the same thing. I need to iterate through the entire list. So when A post is less than LA and B post is less than LB, I need to iterate the loop. If the condition, if I want to copy an element from A to S, means the condition is A of A post dot row is less than B of B post dot row, or either row count is less, and otherwise if row is equal I need to check the column count. The column count should be less. If so, means I can copy A value to the sum matrix, and else if I need to check whether I need to copy from B value. For that the condition is A post, that is value of B post dot row is either less than A row value, otherwise if it is equal means the column of B is less than the A. Then I can copy from B and copy from B and also increment the position values, and else I need to copy from A as well as I can find the value by summing both the value elements and increment A post plus plus B plus 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 C post plus plus. After that I need to copy if there is any remaining element in A, and I need to check if there is any remaining element in B. I need to copy the same. After executing all these things, C will contain the sum matrix, so I can display the C, and the length of the C will be the value of C post, and print of C of I dot row, C of I dot column and C of I dot row value until it's reached C position, that is until the number of elements of the sum matrix reaches. So this is about the C program and explanation of sparse matrix addition. Hope you understand. Thank you.